Okay, so Corey is working on publishing books now. Just very tiny little startup, sort of.
And between the magazine and everything, it keeps me pretty busy. I use InDesign to design everything. Starting to get better at using the software.
So basically you work with your laptop and you just have like a regular printer.
Yeah, I have a laser one right now that I'm using.
I'm a creature of habit. Sometimes they're bad habits. And one of them seems to be that I like to cook at nighttime. I've been a night owl my whole life, and it is a terrible, terrible habit to try to kick. I've tried multiple times to try to be a morning person. Sorry, my eyes are like the onions. I was chopping onions earlier, and now they're just sitting here making me sad. Made a few attempts that have ultimately failed, but I'm not giving up. I just plain and simple need to have a routine and keep it. There was a couple times that I had started getting up at 5 or 6 in the morning and trying to be a morning person, but I just never seem to be able to keep it going. I always fall back into the same bad habit of staying up late at night. And I think the hardest thing about it is that I couldn't work for so long that I just never had a routine, and now it's just a hard habit to kick. So yeah, I just plain and simple need to go to bed when it's time to go and get up early in the morning like a normal person. Show me your thing.
See how much cleaner of an edge that is? Well, this is my little, basically, binding press for doing perfect bindings. And yeah, basically... So
you glue this part in here, right?
Yeah,
Is there glue on it right now?
No. I still gotta do that yet.
You're so inventive. Oh, look how cool that is. Neat.
Gotta let you be.
So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm making what I call breaky scramble. Breaky is a Canadian word for breakfast. It's vegan, and you got your mixture of green and red peppers, onions. Over here I've got my hash browns going. Here's the tofu that goes in the breaky scramble. It's seasoned with nutritional yeast flakes and turmeric. And this is basically our egg replacer. And you could crumble it and make it look more like eggs, but I like to cube it just because I like the texture better. And yeah, it's actually pretty good, and tofu has a lot of protein in it, so you're getting all the protein that you would with egg. So I've got my mushroom and onion and green pepper mix going on the stove here. They're canned mushrooms, and I wish I could stay away from canned things more, but we live very far away from the nearest city. Is 2 hours to the nearest Walmart, Costco, anything like that. McBride has a tiny little grocery store that doesn't have barely any selection for produce, and the prices are outrageous. So we're basically trying to eat a plant-based diet in a cost-efficient manner, and basically just doing the best we can. I think we have room to grow, but this is the best we can do right now. Like I was saying earlier, I wish I could stay away from canned vegetables as much as possible, but the situation we're in right now, we live 2 hours away from Walmart, 2 hours away from Costco, all those things. We have a tiny little grocery store with absolutely no selection, really, of any good produce. So we're basically working with what we have right now as far as trying to eat a plant-based diet. So basically just doing the best we can, and I think that it's a growing process for everybody, and it's not one size fits all. So, just basically, you know, do what works for you and try to eat to live and not live to eat. So basically, you know, glorifying God in our bodies, the Bible says that we should be doing everything to the glory of God, whether we eat or drink or whatsoever we do, to do it to the glory of God. And this obviously is not limited to what we eat or drink and what we put in our bodies, but everything that we do, we should be doing as if we were doing it for Jesus Christ. And your life will be more fulfilled as you make these changes. And there's nothing that God has told us to do in His Word that isn't for our own good. So it's definitely hitting two birds with one stone. You're glorifying God and you're doing something to help yourself in the long run. So it's all good stuff. So here we have the finished product of the breaky scramble. And I actually have a couple of burritos in the pan here for Corey's lunch tomorrow. And yeah, it's really filling, really satisfying. It makes you feel like you're eating like a real like scrambled egg and vegetable burrito. It's really super good, and the cheese is in there as well. So plant-based healthy breakfast. Just here at my neighbors, they're over in Fiji being missionaries. So we're keeping their fires going while they're gone for 6 weeks. There we go. Let me in. So it's really, really warm in here. I'm gonna say that we're not gonna have to build a fire tonight because it was super duper warm today and they must have heat in here. So, out to the shop, or garage as we would say in America. And it is actually pretty warm in here, by the way, so I think I'll build a little fire just in case though. It's supposed to get to -5 tonight, Celsius. So, it's supposed to be above freezing tomorrow as well, so we'll leave it for tomorrow, but we might build a small one tonight. Oh man, forgot my lighter. We use the big guns around here. Makes things way easier. The only thing is the igniter doesn't work very good. Should be good for tonight. So I found a tutorial online of how you can just make a really simple A-line skirt out of a skirt that you already own, basically using the pattern of the outline of your existing skirt and tracing it on new fabric. So what I've done is I went to the Dorcas and found a bunch of just like really giant, huge dresses or like house coats that the fabric's really nice, but nobody will ever wear it again. I mean, they're just out of style or whatever, but the fabric's good. So I'm going to attempt to recycle some of this fabric and make it into a skirt and give it some new life. So wish me luck. So I've got the dress all laid out. Now I'm going to place my other skirt down on it and cut my fabric.